evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am the sarcastic Barman and welcome to my channel. We're taking a break this week from the anti-vaxxers because they're nuts. They really are nuts. I don't think my brain can take much more of it. So I did think, let's jump on the Nathan Thompson bandwagon and take the piss the fact he's lost his Facebook group, the official Flat Earth and Globe Belief. Yeah, that's not a mistake. That relates to one of his other videos, which I thought, ooh, let's cover that because he was mentioned by Fact Check because he posted a meme about Operation Paperclip because he thought that thing needed fact checking, which shows his level of education. But while scrolling through the comments looking for the stupid, someone said, oh, I found your channel through Amish Space Station. And that name just tickled me. So we're having a look at Amish Space Station. Which just, he really missed out. I wish his intro was a giant wooden barn floating in space with cows in spacesuits. That would have just been amusing as hell. But let's have a look at his video, which is things that can't be debatable in reality. So this will be amusing.
Because apparently there's a lot of people that think that there's things that are debatable. So I just have to, I got to end all further speculation because there's things that's not debatable. Vaccines. Are there harmful ingredients in vaccines? This is not debatable.
Now, it depends what you mean by harmful ingredients. If you're going to say something stupid like formaldehyde, our body creates that. If you're going to say something stupid like aluminium, it's in goddamn everything. If you're going to say something as stupid as mercury, that's in fish. And also, it's not exactly mercury they put in vaccines. So, I'm going to let you play on for a bit, but fuck my life, I really thought we weren't going to have to do any anti-vax crap this week. And it looks like we're going to have to do anti-vax and possibly flat earth and other stupidity.
If you don't understand what I mean by that, it means that you don't have a right to disagree with this.
Well, I do have a right to disagree, and I disagree on the grounds that you don't understand what the ingredients actually are, how they're used, and how our body can handle them.
So I just want to go through. Are there harmful ingredients in these? Yes, there are. And this is directly reported from government sites as well that show you exactly what's inside of these. So formaldehyde.
Yay, formaldehyde, called it. That's one shot for later. Whoop whoop. Now our body produces around 1.5 ounces of formaldehyde every single day. So I really don't think that tiny, whiny little bit in a vaccine is going to cause you any problems. Our body can deal with formaldehyde. It does not accumulate in our body. And if you really want to know, we breathe in formaldehyde every single day. It's in the atmosphere at around 0.03 parts per million. So no. It's not debatable that it's not bad for you in the regards of vaccines because of the tiny amounts. Move on.
Foul-smelling chemical forever associated with dissected frogs in high school biology. It also contaminates several vaccines on the recommended childhood schedule and a seasonal flu shot. Formaldehyde is an embalming fluid and used as a stabilizer. This is not debatable.
Yeah, formaldehyde has uses outside of the human body, but formaldehyde is also a byproduct of our own cells. So what is your point? We make formaldehyde in our body deals with it and makes it go bye-bye. You not think it can do that for a vaccine as well? And it's a genius to mention a vaccine. Next ingredient, please.
If I say that there are medicines out here that are dangerous or have toxic chemicals, you cannot say no to me. There's a lot of retards out here like Fight the Flat Earth who think that you could say no. No, you can't say no.
Now, in the right doses, most things can kill you. I think this is the part you don't understand about what's toxic and what's not, and how your body can deal with things. I'd also like to point out, I'm a horrible sweary bastard, and not even I would use the R word to describe someone. I don't care which side of the fence you're on, that's a horrible fucking word and shouldn't be used by anyone either side in this community. So shut the fuck up and get on with the next ingredient, you moron.
Aluminum. This is a soft metal. You can't sit around here and tell me like this is not debatable.
Yep, aluminium, one of the most abundant metals on the surface of the Earth, is in vaccines. Again, yeah, okay, not debatable. It's also in almost everything, and I mean literally almost everything. Now, I've put, hopefully, a link down below. I've just pulled it up here myself. Aluminium in foodstuffs, milligrams per kilogram, or milligrams per litre. It's just a selection of the bits they've had a look at. Flour, baking mix, bread, loaf-shaped yeast cakes, fine bakery wares in aluminium trays, salt pretzels or similar savoury biscuits, pasta, herb teas, cocoa powder, chocolate, confectionery, malt, beer and mixed drinks containing beer, draft beer, fruit juice from fruit juice drinks, wine and wine, mineral water, spring water and table water. Now, these figures range from a low of 0.1 in something like the mineral juice to the maximum high at the moment of baking premix of 737 milligrams per kilogram. Yeah, there's quite a lot in some things you wouldn't think. Cocoa powder, 80 grams at minimum, 317 was the maximum for that. So there's all medium and mean values and things on there. Have a look at the table for anyone who wants to know more. But I feel like you're going to make mistakes at this point. So we'll let you dig the hole.
Aluminum. This is not up for debate. You don't get to say, no, there's no aluminum. Yes, there are. That's an adjuvant. Okay?
Yeah, but once again, you're failing to take into account the dose of the aluminum itself. Fucking, this is what happens when you listen to Americans too often. The dose of the aluminium itself, and how our body reacts to it and how our body deals with it. Because there's aluminium in literally everything, as pointed out before. It is the most abundant metal on the surface of the Earth. Move on to the next ingredient.
All right. Boost the immune system's response. Hope it results in higher antibodies. So really what they want is just more antibodies.
Wow, he's right. They're after more antibodies. Not as stupid as I thought the response was going to be, which is quite surprising, really, considering some of the other stuff that's been said here. But hopefully he's not being as stupid as we thought.
Like I told you of what antibodies are, they are antibody, meaning antibiotic, okay? Biology, anti-biology, all right? So that's, you know, put that in your crack pipes. Don't smoke it, though.
Never mind. Crazy is a crazy thing.
Here's one. Mercury. If you guys have heard of Mad Hatters, they used to put mercury in hats, and it caused people to go crazy. Decades and decades ago.
Oh dear, look at that. Mercury. Almost as if I'm psychic and I didn't even watch this video beforehand. But yes, people did used to go mad from making hats due to the mercury vapours when they were curving the felt onto the hats. So, you want to talk about mercury? That's fine. One thing you have to remember, thimerosal is 50% mercury thereabouts. So there's that to take into account. So when it says you're getting 25 micrograms of thimerosal, that's 12 micrograms of mercury, if you want to look at it like that. Whatever you do then, don't look at the amount of mercury in fish, because if you're, say, a swordfish fan, a tuna fan, bass, lots and lots of goddamn fish. There's actually a table down below in the description. There's a lot more mercury per serving in that than you're gonna get in a fucking vaccine. To put it in perspective, there's 1 microgram of mercury per gram of swordfish. And you're gonna have a nice swordfish steak, so let's go for 200 grams. Well, there's 200 micrograms of mercury. So, yeah, not good. And then we also need to talk about how little mercury is used in vaccines. As mentioned before, it's the multi-dose ones, really. There's a table, again, down below, with a list of all the FDA-approved vaccines for containing mercury, basically. And there's not many of them. The one thing you do have to take into account is trace amounts due to the formaldehyde process and things they put in that is then left over. They're not adding it to, it's just left over from the process of making other things. So, yeah, again, our body will deal with it in the small amounts, but in large amounts, not good for you. So don't eat swordfish every day. Go and get vaccinated.
I'm not going to quote an exact date because history is really, really finicky, and it's not legitimate in most cases. This is mercury. So, like I said, guys, this isn't up for debate. I don't know why people think that this is a debate. I don't know why people want to have a debate. This isn't a debate. You cannot harm people in this fashion. It's not a debate.
Now, the debate isn't whether you can put these things into vaccines. The debate is whether they do actually harm people, because they don't. Not in the levels that are in vaccines. And if you're really, really bothered about the tiny amount that's in a vaccine, I suggest you get on the bandwagon for reducing mercury in, say, coal-fired power plants, cars, the paper industry. Hydroelectric power plants are even responsible for putting mercury into the fucking water supply. Then you can look at things like how to stop all the volcanoes in the world, how to stop water erosion on rocks, because that's also releasing mercury. The plants are then picking up this mercury. So, again, you are really stuffed here for mercury. It is in everything, and we do set levels on the amount of mercury we should have. And you know what? Vaccines are far, 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 far below that level. There's a study down below of a group of scientists in China looking at the effects of mercury on lettuce leaves near coal-fired power plants and how washed and unwashed and the amount of mercury in each one. I think at one point the amount of mercury in lettuce leaves was about 24 micrograms per kilo before being washed, which is a shed load of mercury really for a lettuce leaf. Because you have to eat a decent amount of lettuce. So you're talking almost 100 grams for a good salad. So, yeah. Mercury is in almost everything.
End of story. Case closed. I mean, this is only a couple. This is not all right. This is toxic. Shout out to Tom's. Get fluoride-free toothpaste. Get aluminum-free deodorant. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. You all, there's so many people out here who think that you're smarter than me. And every day you brush your teeth with rat poison.
You're not really going to jump on the fluoride bandwagon as well, are you? Fuck my life. Yes, there are people who think they're smarter than you, because obviously they fucking are. Jesus Christ, dude. Do you know fluoride's in a shitload of things as well? And I do mean a shitload. Let's pull up my lovely little list. So the top 10 things that contain fluoride: black tea, fruit juice, sodas, blue crab, shrimp, water with natural fruit flavours and low-calorie sweeteners, table wine, coffee. Then we're on your average tap water, raisins. More sources of fluoride: cooked oatmeal, chocolate almond milk, light beer, black bean soup, cooked carrots, cooked spinach, boiled potatoes, white rice, oysters, and asparagus. All contain a reasonable amount of goddamn fluoride. So don't jump on the stupidness of that as well, because you're stupid enough with the fucking vaccine rubbish. Good God, man. Same with the aluminium. That is in, as we referred to before, almost goddamn everything. Oh, you are really getting a waste of space, aren't you?
Topic number 3, Earth's shape. Earth's shape is not a debate.
Yep, Earth's shape is not a debate. It's round. And thankfully we've got nice experiments like these that show that it's round and there's a curve, and also shows that it spins.
Through this hole, through the next hole, and seeing the light at the backboard at 17 feet off the water. The Earth is flat. If he's holding it up at 23 feet high and we're seeing the light, well, that's because the Earth's curved. So I should only be able to see it when it's at 17 feet. Okay, go ahead and drive down there, Enrique. You're gonna hold the light there. Enrique, how high is your light?
17 feet.
I mean, you know, it's as, we don't see you, Enrique. Lift up your light way above your head. Interesting.
Recently, we carried out an experiment to test the rotation to the Earth. If the Earth is spinning at one rotation every 24 hours, that means that every hour it has to turn 15 degrees. And if the gyroscope is mounted anywhere on Earth, it's going to drift. In today's 21st century navigation systems, they're using what's called a ring laser gyroscope. It is extremely precise. If we could simply get one of these ring laser gyroscopes, we would be able to prove once and for all that there is no rotation to the Earth. One of the people in the community actually purchased one for $20,000. But what we found is when we turned on that gyroscope, we found that we were picking up a drift, a 15-degree-per-hour drift.
Do you all understand? It's not a debate. You all are sitting around here pretending like this is still a debate.
Yep, definitely not a debate, and that's just the evidence provided by flat earthers. Joy. Now we're going to leave the video there for now, because this video's gone on for far too long as it is, and we're only halfway through the original video. So if you want to see more of this, just let me know down below in the comments. And on that note, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and hopefully, if everything's gone planned tonight, you come to me after watching a load of other creators all doing premieres on a Thursday night, something new we're all trying. The list of everyone who's premiered tonight, again, down in the description down below. God, there's so much in the description this week. If you haven't checked out any of the videos, check them out. Hopefully I'll have updated the list with links to the videos as it's gone on. And hopefully there's someone after me. As I'm recording the end of this, I don't know who's next. So look out in the description again for that one, and in the side chat over that side it should be. Maybe. I get confused when recording on which side it's actually going to be. So yeah, thank you very much. I'm the Sarcastic Barman. Thank you to all my Patreon subscribers, my members, and everything else. Hopefully there's lists. Woo! Thank you, and good night.
You don't have that right to say no. Luckily for the demonic's sake, I'm not in charge of this country. Because I guarantee you, the way free speech is and the way people think of free speech would be completely revolutionized. And I'm not even going to lie, there's probably a lot of truthers that may not like my approach on it. You do not have the right to spread propaganda and lie to people. You do not have that right. That is not free speech. Free speech is saying how you feel. However, giving someone bad information directly, that's not the same thing as free speech.